He suddenly learns he has 533 children. 20 years ago, in an effort to make money, he donated sperm 693 times over a span of 2 years. In return, he received $20,000 in compensation. Of those donations, 533 resulted in successful pregnancies. Now, 142 of those children are suing him in court, demanding that he reveal his identity. David realizes the clinic must have leaked the information. His lawyer hands him a stack of files, profiles of all 142 plaintiffs. Every single one of them is his child. Curious about how his children have turned out, David randomly picks up one of the files. To his surprise, the very first child he reads about is a professional soccer star. He secretly attends one of his games. Watching his son dominate the field, David can't help but feel proud, so he picks up another file. This time, it leads him to a bar, where he meets a nervous young man behind the counter. The boy tells David he has a huge audition coming up. He dreams of becoming an actor, but if he leaves work now, he might get fired. David decides to cover his shift so the boy can chase his dream. The boy is deeply grateful, but no sooner does he leave than the bar owner shows up, furious that the counter is unattended. David is immediately kicked out. Ashamed, David waits outside, worried he just cost his son his job. Suddenly, the boy runs back, beaming. He nailed the audition. He won't be needing the bar job anymore. Next, David delivers a pizza while pretending to be a delivery guy. Inside the apartment is a young woman, his daughter. She collapses on the bed. David rushes her to the hospital. The doctor tells him she's developed harmful habits and requires mandatory treatment. The girl begs David to pretend to be her father and sign the release forms. She swears she'll change and promises to show up for work the next day. Moved, David gives her a chance. The next morning, he waits outside her workplace. Time passes. She's nowhere to be seen. Just as he begins to lose hope, she shows up. She kept her promise. Relieved and proud, David continues reaching out to more of his children. He pretends to drown so his lifeguard son can rescue him. He joins a tour led by another son. He cheers for a street musician who turns out to be yet another one of his kids. He gets his nails done by a daughter who's a manicurist. He brings home a son struggling with alcoholism. One by one, David is quietly entering the lives of his children. But then, public opinion spirals out of control. David is painted as a weirdo. Even his pregnant wife thinks the man in the news is a total freak. David begins to doubt himself. Should he continue reaching out to these kids? A few days later, he and his wife visit his father. There, his father tells a story from 20 years ago. Back then, Jack's mother was gravely ill. Her final wish was to see Venice, but the family was broke. Then, 20-year-old David suddenly came up with $20,000, enough to make her last wish come true. Only David knew how hard he had to work for that $20,000. 693 donations over 2 years. It was anything but easy. Then one day, David sees a news clip featuring his children. They plead with him to come forward, to let them know who their father is. No matter what the world says about him, they're grateful to him for giving them life. After much hesitation, David finally steps up and reveals his identity to the public. That same day, his wife goes into labor. David rushes to the hospital, just in time to welcome a newborn baby into the world. The nurse says, "Someone's here to see you." David walks outside and is stunned. All of his children are there. They finally realized the man who had quietly stood by their side all along is their father. The kids are overwhelmed with emotion. One by one, they offer gifts, celebrating the arrival of their newest sibling. And just like that, this baby is born, with 533 older brothers and sisters.